everybody, I'm Andy Murray from WhatCulture.com.
And I'm Adam Cleary, believe it or not.
And coming up this afternoon, we have an exclusive update, sort of, on Tommaso Ciampa's WWE injury status.
WWE advertising a former current legend for a big show, despite some very obvious reasons not to.
Shockingly, WWE have decided to add time to a certain wrestler's contract due to injury.
We know where Kevin Owens is going, and we're gonna tell you.
And I don't know the bit for good after news, so you should do that.
Hashtag good afternoon. Sometimes it appears, sometimes it doesn't. It's a bit of a lucky. It's quite good, yeah.
Mix.
I like it.
Lucky dip. Speaking of lucky dips, Sasha Banks has blue hair.
Seamless, very good.
She had her episode of WWE Chronicle hit the WWE Network over the weekend, Saturday night. And it was shoot season. Shoot season was open for Sasha Banks in a very emotional part of the show, which was very well done, as always. These things are always great. She opened up about those rumours that came out after WrestleMania 35. You know the one. Her and Bayley were sitting around on the locker room floor, throwing a temper tantrum after losing the belts, getting all stroppy, getting all upset, behaving like babies. Allegedly, there was another one that came out, said they were crying in the hotel afterwards.
Allegedly.
All kinds of stuff came out, and of course, you know, a lot of us were dubious about this, but a lot of it, other people used it to kind of portray these people as children. It's a plural for that word. Childs is not it. Anyway, as far as this stuff goes, Sasha addressed it directly, and I've got a quote here, some slight paraphrasing. She said, "Man, you guys don't know the full story. You don't know the full thing. Just like, how the hell do you guys make this stuff up? I saw so much stuff like she was crying on the locker room floor. No, I got undressed, I put my clothes on, and went out to watch the main event with Pam." That's Bayley, of course. "Then there were rumors that I was crying on the hotel floor. Please show me those pictures. Please show the footage." So these stories originally came from Pro Wrestling Sheet's Ryan Satin and good old WrestleVotes. You know, in Satin's case, you can probably point at it and give him the benefit of the doubt and say he was probably just misinformed from some sources. Really reliable guy, breaks a lot of stuff. WrestleVotes, on the other hand, let's not talk about WrestleVotes.
I mean, my biggest takeaway from all of this is, as always, that Bayley's name is Pamela, because it's just normally, like, I know Sasha Banks' name is Mercedes, and Charlotte's real name is Charlotte, and Becky Lynch's real name is Rebecca. Normally, they do sort of fit, but I look at Bayley, I don't see a Pamela. I don't see a Pamela at all. Pamela is an old woman's name.
What do you
How
see?
Is Bayley got? I see a Bayley. I see a Bayley or a Claire.
Deirdre.
No, not
Maybe
a Deirdre.
not Deirdre. Free Deirdre Rashid.
Yeah, it's a difficult one, this, because obviously it's just he said, she said.
Yeah.
Because again, as she says, show me the images, show me the video. Well, there isn't any, but also there's never going to be any showing that you didn't do this either. So it's just, this is the murky world of the dirt sheets. Things will always get reported or denied. They can never be proved either way, one way or the other. So, as you're going to say, you've got to give Ryan Satin a bit of the benefit of the doubt. The whole point in having sources is that you take these things at face value, and I don't know, maybe he's got to reassess who they are.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting situation, led to a lot of debate on Twitter and other forms of social media, Reddit, all over the place recently. I quite enjoy shoots, so here's hoping it continues. I want to see Ryan Satin cut a promo on Sasha Banks.
Speaking of cutting a promo, I'll tell you we should be really good at cutting a promo until he started slurring everything into vowels. Ric Flair, the man, the myth, the legend. Now, he is currently in the midst of litigation against WWE for the trademark "the man," because he believes firmly in his heart of hearts that his expression "to beat the man, you got to beat the man" means that he's the man. Ergo, he earns the right to call himself the man, and WWE going around using it is not on because he thinks that's what he's called. And he even claimed on Twitter that, "Oh, I didn't realise that. I didn't realise that had anything to do with Becky Lynch. I'm a big supporter of the women's revolution." And that one time
Watch
I kissed
TV,
her.
man.
Yeah, so he claimed he knows nothing about that. So he's currently in litigation against WWE. What a contest. In other news, he's going to be appearing on SmackDown. Yes, this is according to PW Insider. Flair will be appearing on Tuesday's Atlanta, Georgia-held episode of the Blue Brand Show. Now, he's also going to be doing a Q&A with Charlotte on the same day, which we saw reported a few days ago and thought, that's a bit weird. That's probably not an official WWE thing, but it is, and apparently he is still being advertised for the October the 4th, 20th anniversary of SmackDown when it moves to Fox. So, on the one hand, Ric Flair is suing WWE. On the other hand, WWE is inviting Ric Flair to be on its shows. I don't understand America. How does that work?
What the hell is going on? There was all this stuff the other week as well about Triple H and a bunch of other guys unfollowing Ric Flair on Twitter. Man's 2019 has been something else. I wish him all the best and all the happiness and health in the world, and You know, hope that he's able to get what he wants, I guess, from this lawsuit situation. But
is it money? Is that what he wants?
I mean, given some of the commercials this guy's been appearing in lately,
he may be broke at the moment. But it's a shame. Ric Flair, lovely man by all accounts, apparently.
One of the greatest wrestlers.
Never met him though.
Yeah. Good.
Give us a call, Rick.
Yeah. Can we get an Amigos video as well? That'd be pretty cool.
What's next?
Shall we move on? Tommaso Ciampa. He's been out of action since March. Neck surgery cost him a TakeOver main event, but he came back to TakeOver sort of. Congratulated Johnny Gargano. He's been kind of posting some gym selfies and stuff since then. A lot of people talking. Tommaso Ciampa might be coming back. Tommaso Ciampa might already be cleared. Tommaso Ciampa coming back to TV. No, apparently not. Tommy Ciampa himself tweeted this yesterday. Major update. I have been told that I am cleared to return as of September 11th. By the internet. So I called.
Oh, that's actually really good. That's got me there.
So I called and asked my surgeon to confirm. He laughed at me and said in kind of an Allen Iverson voice, the internet. We talking about the internet. So, shrug emoji and then a nice Allen Iverson gif as well. So, yeah, you know, there's every chance that Tommy is just saying stuff to cover up for a surprise return, but pretty severe neck injury the guy had.
I mean, from what we've been told about the extent of the neck injury, the clear solution to it was to just not wrestle anymore, but he didn't want to do any of that, so he's constantly doing big neck workouts in the gym to try and give himself this like upturned mixing bowl under his chin to protect it from any future injuries. Now, I will say, as you've already pointed out, were I Tommaso Ciampa and were I about to return at an upcoming episode of NXT, and had I read that the internet said that I would be back by September the 11th, I would also say that wasn't true, and I would also do an Allen Iverson gif. So
there you go.
There you go.
I say
what I'm saying there, my keen insight on this matter is might be true, but also might not.
Could be true, could be bollocks.
Could be true, could be bollocks.
We report on this
speaking of NXT, and this could be true, could be bollocks, we have been told that Kevin Owens will be back for the first episode, which is this week. The first episode of USA this week. It's literally. God, yeah, it is tomorrow. Oh my God, the Wednesday Night War starts tomorrow. This is the eve of the war.
The war turning 2 weeks later.
Hey, they're firing the first shot, mate. That's when wars officially start. But yes, according to PW Insiders Mike Johnson, Kevin Owens is expected to make an appearance on this week's episode of NXT. He will, if you'd be kind enough to cast your mind back to SmackDown. He was fired by Shane McMahon for acknowledging that Shane McMahon tapped out in the middle of a match. He was cast aside, and then he tweeted 14-24-20, which even with the weird American date construct we worked out, because we're geniuses, was the 14th letter of the alphabet, the 24th letter of the alphabet, and the 20th letter of the alphabet, or as their mother calls them, N, X, and T, meaning that he was going to go back there. And, well, not a bad shout, really. Not doing too much on the main roster, and a former NXT champion. One of the people you associate with that real burgeoning era of the Brown, when it finally kicked out from being that whole carrying the things around and doing the silly challenges, and was like, oh, wow, this is like some of the best wrestling you can watch in the world. I'm buzzing for this.
Probably my favourite debut night in NXT history. Kevin Owens coming in, fighting CJ Parker, getting his nose broke, wrecking CJ Parker, coming out for Sami Zayn's big title win, his big friend. Gonna congratulate you there, Sami. Gonna help you up the ramp there, Sami. Power bombed him on the goddamn apron! And then he wins the belt from Sami like a couple of months later. Great stuff. Loved Kevin Owens' NXT run. Thought it was brilliant. Not the longest NXT champion ever, but one of the most impactful. Really great stuff. Lost it to Finn Balor in Japan, of course. Yeah, it's going to be cool to see him back on TV. Lord knows how long he'll be down there for. Even if it's just a one appearance there for, I think it's really cool. I don't really like "you're fired" angles because they're obviously not fired. It's clearly fake.
They've never fired anybody live on television, have they?
Well, there you go. And I do expect him to eventually show back up on SmackDown and batter Shane McMahon, because that's always fun if his skin can stay dry enough for long enough for the batter to apply. He's getting deep fried. That's what I'm saying.
I like that. Yeah, good. Yeah, but that's nice. Kevin Owens back in NXT, officially confirmed. Another reason to watch it this Wednesday, and of course we will be too. And hey, maybe there's some rumours we might be doing a little up and down action for that kind of thing.
Anyway, one more story.
Oh.
Jeff Hardy.
Spoil me.
According to Fightful Select, he has had his WWE contract increased by 1 year, at least 1 year, because of injuries. So, recently, Matt and Jeff Hardy, the contracts were set to expire this year.
The Hardy Boys.
That's the ones.
That's them.
They had those extended by 1 year, and nothing sinister going on there, rolling into 2020. However, Jeff has had a lot of injury worries. He's currently on the shelf, going to be out till November. And WWE have done as WWE do and added another year on as a result. We've seen that recently with Luke Harper. We saw it with Dash Wilder, who is now kind of stuck in WWE for another 3 months beyond Scott Dawson. Kind of weird. So yeah, poor old Jeff. I can't imagine Jeff Hardy was gonna leave. I mean, he's a great wrestler and all this stuff, but he fits WWE very well. So.
Well, unless you wanted to re-explore that music career of his, which I'll be honest here, I'll hold my hands up. When I heard Jeff Hardy had a music career, I thought that was a cool enough concept for me to tell everybody it was good without ever listening to it. And then when I heard it, I was like, oh, I made a huge mistake. I made a big mistake.
Have you ever heard that entrance theme he made for himself in TNA?
No.
Jesus Christ.
No, I haven't, but only because I so successfully repressed the memory of actually listening to it.
So, like, you know, Macho Man Randy Savage made a rap album. Right?
Which we've listened to is something else.
You know, it's hilariously bad. The problem with Jeff Hardy's music is that it's not hilariously bad. It wants you want to get some clay or whatever and stick it in your ears. And for me, that's a big job. Look at the size of these bad boys. I would still do it to not have to listen to Peroxygen or whatever they're called. Nonetheless, I really like Jeff Hardy as a professional wrestler. I hope he stays in WWE. I don't think there's anything sinister going on here. I don't think he would have left anyway. It'll be cool to see him get back in the ring.
One final thing before we go. I just want to say happy birthday to our friend and yours, Jim Cornette. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Jim. We like reading out birthdays here on the hashtag Good After News. And if it's your birthday, you're not Jim Cornette, but if it's your birthday, let us know. And we'll be like, hey, happy birthday. So thanks, of course, to the first fan to email in, Mr. James Cornette, for letting us know it was his birthday. Happy birthday, Jim. Hope you have a lovely day, whoever you are, or whatever
big fan of the channel, of course. And you know, another significant birthday in wrestling today. It's Adam Wilborn's wife's birthday, so happy birthday!
Oh yeah, congratulations, Mrs. Wilborn.
That's why Adam Wilborn's not here. So happy birthday!
16 years young, I think. Is that right?
At least she's not Jim Cornette.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's wrap things up today. Thank you for joining us. Podcast, you can listen to this. I mess this up every single day. Bring back Adam Wilborn. Follow us on Twitter at WhatCulture WWE. You can ask us questions. Hashtag this is the news. Hashtag Good After News. Tony Bowen. You can follow Adam Cleary on Twitter at
Adam Cleary, CLERY.
You can follow me on Twitter at Andy H. Murray. The H stands for Hank. Goodbye.
See you later. Oh yeah, like, share, subscribe. I mean, if you're still here, then do that.